coming into our fold, running into our warm embrace, and sharing our lofty ideas for Nigeria. ADC yesterday, the Governor Autumn of the Benue State. These are people who make the difference. Right now, you cannot count 12 states in Nigeria that we cannot command 25% and above. But above all, and gladdens my heart so much that from my first submission of this fact in Lagos, that out of 18 political parties who filed presidential candidates, more or less it is correct to say that 15 have fallen behind. Out of the 3 left, 2 have misconfigured themselves. They have fallen out of alignment with the dictates of winning elections in Nigeria. By that I mean, why today Tinubu is not the vice president of Nigeria is the same reason he cannot be president. What couldn't happen in 2015 when the then candidate Buhari asked for any nomination whatsoever from Tinubu? Because that configuration has passed. It can no longer work in Nigeria.
What kind of configuration are you talking about?
Showing you know. Don't make me say it.
Please do. I mean, what configuration are you talking about?
Muslim,
because I'm not,
Muslim ticket cannot work anymore. You've made me say it now. I don't like to speak about tribe or religion. Show.
No, I was not clear about it.
That configuration cannot work anymore. And since you made me say it, I must go back a little then. Give me just 3 minutes to tell
Please
you.
Go ahead.
There is issue of faith on this. The creator of heavens and earth does not make mistakes. This is Federal Republic of Nigeria, as duly filed at the United Nations and registered too. It's not the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, for example, or the Vatican, or Iran, or Libya, or Mauritania. It's Federal Republic, and God didn't make mistake by putting all of us, 250. You find other countries nearly 100%. One faith, one language, one group. Not the same in Nigeria. 250 at least, and 2 big competing religions. And we say that it's not a mistake from our Creator. Then his verses followed that we must do justice to each other. Then our political history followed afterwards. 79, Obasanjo Shagari, Babangida to Shoneko, Abdul Salam to Obasanjo, Obasanjo to late Malam Umaru, to Jonathan, back to Buhari. This is the 4th DNA of Nigeria. That DNA regulates our body temperature. Without it, our body overheats and we die from that fever. So these 2 political parties have misaligned with the issue of faith and political history of Nigeria. They are simply on the ballot paper. They are not in the ballot box. They are wasting our time. Well, it's good they have the money to spend if they get the new Naira notes. They have kept that money for this rainy day. They have the money to spend, so spend it, but that's all they're doing. There's only one political party that is in place, rightly configured, rightly staffed, rightly equipped, rightly, how can I say, energized and motivated for winning 2023 presidential elections. We didn't engage in violence. We suffered it. We didn't engage in abuses. We suffered it. We said the right things. We talked about issues. We can tell you directly what we'll do with subsidy scam. We can tell you what we'll do with exchange scam. And another thing you will see is that when we win, inshallah, we're not coming after Tinubu and Atiku. We're going after the terrorists and the bandits. We're not going after any politician. We're going after the corrupt officials. And there's a systematic way we'll do it. We'll stop the corruption, make sure that it's not happening in our own. before you go after anybody, not the other way around like they did this time around and failed in 2015.
And you're not worried about corruption fighting back when that time comes?
I'm not worried because we'll defeat it. When you fail against corruption, it's because you're corrupt. I'm very, very confident about it. There are two reasons. If you collected too much money and you feel indebted to the extent that the appointments, you have to look the other way and appoint all sorts of characters, again, like it happened, I don't have to tell you there. And if you yourself are corrupt and in need of, Peter Obi doesn't need anything else in this world. I'm too modest to say the same, but I can say about him. He belongs to the club that, what else is he going to get in this world anymore?
You mean he's wealthy enough that he doesn't really
He is thankful enough. There's nothing you will point to in this world that he hasn't already had it when he was much younger. And he doesn't need any more. What he needs now is, like I always say, stop the killings in Nigeria. That's what I need to.
So is it because people have enough? That's the reason why they don't steal anymore?
Not everybody. Some people, the more they have, the more they steal.
So that's the reason why I asked the question.
Yeah.
Is there a reason why you think Peter Obi, if he wins the election, will not engage in any kind of...
No, that is one of the reasons.
Why you think that he will not?
Because he is content, he is satisfied, he has no need for anything. The second reason is that, of course, his records stand for him. As a governor who served for 8 years, did not borrow a penny, left behind 75 billion naira, and has up till today not collected a penny. So add the fact that he's very content, add his records to it. We will fight corruptions, and any corruption that tries to fight us will be sorry. Because we'll defeat it.
I mean, so
remember,
there are people who are working.
I'm the architect of today's due process. What you have as due process, I started it. So anything procurement, I am deeply, deeply in it. I was never, how can I say, able to join the government functions since 2003 and 4, but the initial law for due process, I was on the technical committee when Obi was heading that unit. We will fight corruption, and any corruption that tries to fight back will defeat because of our history,
what about
our record,
civil service problems?
Yes, we will also defeat it.
Are you looking in the direction of the Steve Oronsaye report?
Yes, but
you will implement it.
Well, not in totality. There's a lot of good in it. We will take what is good. We're coming with this flair for living wages, and we start from the bottom. I have always said this, that our good friend, the police constable on the road, first thing is to eliminate the need for the police constable on the road to collect 20 or 50 naira on the road. We would actually target how much does a decent 9-to-5 work in Nigeria need to make a decent living. And then we will walk that way to make sure, even if we don't start from the first month, at least everybody can see logically that in the first 4 years, we are bringing everybody. So your entire family needs are coming from a legitimate source. There is no room for you to calculate corruption in your family budget. That is what we're trying to eliminate.
Wow. Yes. Hello. Good evening once again. This is Africans in Diaspora Online Network. Good to be back. We have just a few days to Nigeria elections. Today is already Tuesday, going over to Wednesday. In fact, just how many days to go? 4 days to go. Are we already? So we've been hearing the incoming vice president, DATTI. I mean, the guy is brilliant. The guy is brilliant. He's brilliant. I respect him too. The guy is brilliant, just like he's our incoming president, Peter Obi. So we are good to go. We are really good to go. We are good to go. And as I said, let us get ready Let us get ready. So many things are happening. So many things are really happening. People are just, they are just